What is going on, everybody? So today I want to talk about the Mega Evolution set coming later this year, and I also want to talk about Black Bolt and White Flare because these sets are going to be coming in English July 18th, so 10 days from now. And I think in this video I'm going to say something that might not be super popular with some of you guys, but I do want to preface what I say in this video by stating that I'm still very bullish on the Pokemon hobby. I think we're in a very solid place still. So understand that what I'm going to say is coming from a place of strategy and what I believe is going to be the best for you in the future. So first off, I think we should look at these sets and just get a better idea of what's going to be in them. So the Mega Evolution set, we don't have a ton of info on what's going to be in here. We know there's going to be a Mega Venusaur EX. We also know there's going to be a Mega Gardevoir, a Mega Lucario. There's going to be a Mega Latias EX, all of those. And then we've seen a few IR reveals, a Riolu, a Vulpix, and then a Bulbasaur. I think people's favorites probably going to be Bulbasaur for most. I really love the Vulpix. I like its colors and I think it's just fairly simplistic. But before I could give an honest opinion on what I think of this set, we need to get more reveals just to see what the entire set's going to look like. But for Black Bolt and White Flare, we know what's going to be in these sets. We know you're going to have the Zekrom, and then in White Flare you're going to have the Reshiram, the new HPW rarity or whatever. These cards seem like they're going to be expensive. This is the Japanese versions on TCG Player, just some preliminary data and very early sales. I mean, these cards are around $300-ish if you average them out. The Zekrom Special Illustration Rare, that's about $170. And then the Reshiram one in White Flare is $175, $180. Outside that, you have Hilda, you have Hydreigon, you have a couple other decent cards in there. In the Black Bolt side, you have Ends Plot, then you have the Kyurem, you have the Superior EX, that's around $50-ish. And when I look at these sets, I get a Crown Zenith vibe. Every Pokemon's going to have an IR or an SIR, so there's going to be lots of fairly cheap illustration rare cards. At least that's what I believe is going to happen. I imagine there's going to be a fairly enjoyable opening experience, especially with God packs. And maybe a few of the top cards like the Zekrom and Reshirams are expensive, but outside that, I just don't see a lot of these cards being super expensive. Now, my strategy with these sets at release now is going to be to buy a little bit. And the reason for that is you never know what's going to happen. Maybe these sets don't get reprinted. And I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm saying that's a very, very, very unlikely possibility, but we never know what is going to pop off. So it's not a bad idea to get a little bit. And my play with these sets is to try and get the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes at MSRP on pre-order. And I know they've already done the pre-orders for Black Bolt and White Flare, but the Mega Evolution pre-orders are more than likely coming this week. And if you want some help getting your pre-orders in, look no further than today's video sponsor, PokeNotify. You guys already know PokeNotify is a Discord service offering you the fastest notifications on drops, restocks, and deals on Pokemon product. They cover all the main regions of the world, the US, Canada, Europe, Australia. They cover all the main sites like the Pokemon Center, Walmart, Target, Best Buy, GameStop, etc. So if you guys want to make sure that you're ready to go for pre-order day and you get your boxes of the Mega set, you can jump in there and try it out with the 3-day free trial. After that, $7.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. And if you want a little bit of a discount, you can use the code PROFIT25 for 25% off your first month. I'll leave the links in the top of the description and the pinned comment. And thank you to PokeNotify for sponsoring the video. Now, if you guys can't get the PCTBs for the Mega set, or you didn't get them like I didn't for Black Bolt and White Flare, you can pick up some of the booster bundles. I think that's an all right way to go also. I would stay away from 3-pack blisters or any other sort of ancillary product. I know some people are going to ask about the regular ETB, and the issue with this is that at least here in Canada, Walmart was a big place for people to get product over the past couple years, and they've actually moved their pricing up as of late. You could buy Prismatic and Journey Together for $79.92 Canadian plus tax. Walmart's now charging for pre-orders of, they did this for at least Black Bolt and White Flare, and I imagine it's gonna be the same moving forward with the Mega set. It was $102.92 or something like that, $107.92. So they moved it up like 25%. I think we're getting to a point in the hobby where the hype's coming down a little bit and there's going to be better entry points on some of these sets. I don't think you have to out the gate buy a bunch of cases of ETBs. If you guys remember, Crown Zenith out the gate was fairly expensive. It was around $70, $80. And then we got that massive reprint down to like $35, $40. You could find these, I think, sub $30 even on a couple places for like a week or two. And I'm not saying we're going to hit Crown Zenith levels there, but I think there's going to be cheaper entry points for White Flare and Black Bolt. So if you get your PC ETBs, I think it's fairly safe to wait until you can find a decent entry point on regular ETBs if that's something you're looking to do, or to find a decent deal on maybe a booster bundle display once those come out. And like most sets, I think out the gate, there's going to be a lot of people wanting to open these because there are some awesome cards in here. I mean, the Reshiram and Zekrams, obviously, but then there's going to be lots of cutesy Pokemon. You have your Oshawott in here, Whimsicott. I mean, there's going to be lots of Pokemon like that that people want to try and open, and I know some people are going to be trying to complete this set, which is going to be very difficult. I think after that initial hype period, you're going to see a lot of people come back to Prismatic Evolutions, Destined Rivals, maybe even Surging Sparks, or a couple other sets that maybe just have some better chase cards that have more appeal to a broader audience. And I think at that point, probably somewhere in 2026, there's going to be decent entry points for White Flare and Black Bolt. And once I feel confident, I'm going to be trying to buy cases of ETBs of each set, because you guys know with specialty sets, my favorite product outside the PCTBs, if you can pre-order those at MSRP, is buying the regular ETBs. Booster bundles are decent also, but as always, you guys let me know in the comments down below what you think. What is your chase card from Black Bolt and White Flare? I've told you guys before, I really like the Kyurem, but I think the Zekram's very interesting also. The Mega Evolution set, once we know more about this, because again, we only know 4 IRs that are going to be in this set. Once we get more of the IR reveals, the SIRs, then I'm going to give you guys my opinion on if you should put more money into this. But I think for now, if you can pre-order the Pokemon Center ETBs at MSRP, that's a no-brainer play. I mean, basically every PCTB at this point is coming out at like 2x MSRP on the open market. And then if it's a really good set like Prismatic, it's going to be up to like 3 or 4x MSRP. So that is the no-brainer play right now. That is the best way to get your schmuck insurance in just in case the set pops off. With all that said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Go check out PokeNotify. Links in the description down below. Stay safe wherever you are in the world. I'll catch you in the next one.